All right, we should be able to go ahead and I think we're gonna go ahead and take this flight. Let's see where we got to go though. Acquired the science weapon on Groundbreaker at his orbital lab. Okay, so we got to do that. Let's do that. We got to go here. Can we not go there? Let's go here.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Now, I've never been here before, so I don't know what we're going to get. Let's see. Let's get that water intake up. All right, we're on his lab. Ship lab.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
All right, we're gonna take all of that. Okay, we got to break this stuff down.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Phineas, what you talking about, bro?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
I'm over here collecting posters. Give me that. Obscure body in the SK system. Seals leak, never uses pod.
You know, that escape pod had a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
Dehibernation experiment notes. Got a helmet.
Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone.
Flash frozen organic material reverts back into its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosion cell death a very respectable 6%. Have procured the service of Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod. As soon as the revival process is complete, Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Alright, there's nothing in there. Give me that. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage and strength of their effects both increase as your science skills increase. Okay.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray.
Well, you did find that. 14. Remember it's Tom. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14.
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp.
Cool.
Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Oh, we will. Phineas Vewell. Work that I'll explain details later will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present. Dump the new associate dirt side. Let me know when you get this, Edgar, to be done.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Don't worry, I got all the information I needed from it already. Phineas, let me in there.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
We gotta ask him some questions about the board. There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass.
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, stay with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you.
You're right, I'm doing pretty well.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
There was something else I wanted to talk to you about.
What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
We're just trying to get through all of these. Did you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
You have some kind of life outside of your work.
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
I'm glad to hear that everybody on the Hope is dependent on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
All right, let's see. All right, I think we got to go back to the groundbreaker now. All right, bro, you keep it up in there. We'll get back to what we were meant to do. Whose ship is that? All right, we're gonna go over to the groundbreaker now.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
What?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
All right, sure. We can head over to engineering. I thought you said you could keep this boat. Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers? It says, I don't think she'd be much help, but if you happen to be along, feel free to speak up.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
You wanted to talk to me.
Just checking your ship's manifest.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Pavardi, just stick with me. I'll take you all over the place, kid. I don't think we can take this.
Shh.
But we did. Let's go.
That's not the point. This half would just knock that one.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking salt tuna can's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth.
Relax. Let me talk to the kid.
Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true.
Like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oh, so you defended your arm.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Felix, what you about to do? You trying to join the team?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yeah, it's mine.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You're in a hurry to get somewhere.
Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
Felix. His name is this a stevedore? Anybody that's seen The Wire knows what that is. You found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Cool. So So we found an ID card. Let's look at this. Phineas is still wanted.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at.
Customs and inspection, right this... way.
134 shot cannon. Flamethrower. Y'all think we need a flamethrower? Absolutely. Now, we're about to add that to the arsenal. Get that out of here. Put this shrink ray in there. Get out of here. Yeah, there it is. See how this thing looks. I think you need to be quiet. Are we causing all that dang on commotion? Bringing these people over here.
Move along.
No, there's a way over here. Oh, no way they gonna make this. Oh, we ain't gonna make that jump, bro. Nah, no way. You guys get down from there.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great, I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
You noticed, huh?
You people won't stop yapping about it. I'm sharp like that.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, They know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
All right, I'm glad it terrifies them. All right, sounds complicated.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Look for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
All right, I'm looking for a drink.
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
All right.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
All right, I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Let's see.
Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does the ground? So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Glad to help. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
That's all I need to know about work.
All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
All right.
Sure thing.
We out.
Be seeing you.
Is this where he said we got to go? This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station, and no one thinks you're real. And if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker. Okay. Got a little info right there.
Are you free to talk?
Carry on. I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Better get yourself over there before you get hurt. That's all I know. Yo, we got another ID, so we're just looking around real quick because we're gonna probably call it an episode before we get to checking out some of these missions here. Let's see. That's like the main mission right there. So what is this right here? This I think this lady said she'd get us some stuff, right? To kill people?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Give me the bounties.
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Any leads on where I can find them?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what-fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
All right.
He'll be in the board offices on the promenade. No doubt dreaming up new ways to be a pain in my ass.
Okay.
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Whoa, all right. Just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet.
Mardet.
Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
We can go in there, right?
Keep your sights up, friend.
Let's try that again. Oh, we don't have enough to break in anyway, so we gotta wait. All right, let's go into the spot so we can go ahead and get a save. Then we should be good to go.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
You're not crew, you're little people.
Bro, what you out here chiefing on? All right, let's go see if we can get, oh, we're encumbered. That's why we're going so dang on slow. Last hope. We gotta find, what's this? Here we go. Let's go ahead and talk to G ladies real quick.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly.
Sell junk. Oh, they got some good armor in here. Look, 18. Got a new headgear. We need that. Go ahead and take that up off you real quick. Purple berry punch. Spectrum vodka. We need some water. Let's get Pavardi her little spot so we can check this off. What up, G ladies? Oh, Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me, he said you could sell me a nav key.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Alright, let's see. She got some stuff in here. A data pad. An old data pad once used by the Groundbreakers Mardet security forces. Give me that. Alright, let's see.
Hands off the lady, all right?
Let's go ahead and close this real quick in case we got to get physical.
Hey.
Hey.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
All right, tell me about this opportunity.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
No, we ain't doing that. You better tell me about this opportunity for our eye.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
What other jobs do you know about?
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
All right, sounds like an opportunity.
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
All right, Marcel, my services don't come cheap.
Neither do mine, dearie. Old Gladys knows the value of good work. You'll be compensated accordingly, I can promise you that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
All right, you can count on me.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
All right, what other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Yes, sir. Why do we have red dots right there? All right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna bump these skills up though. We still can't save, so we got to get to a save point.
Your regularly scheduled
Yeah, you going out there, bro. Got some little nasty movies. That was a nice gentleman. He didn't even mind.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
Okay, so we hit these two rooms up.
story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's
Cool.
fit to broadcast.
What's up?
Damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed. Oh, you can feed the sprats, sure enough. But then the neighbors start moaning about hygiene. Now see here, what was I doing again?
I got time for you, bro. Nah, we ain't going that way.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
What kind of business do you have?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
All right.
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Got it. What kind of business have you and Gladys got running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
You know what I said.
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end. Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years. Huh? What? Huh. Now that I heard. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent
Let's see if it'll
streak,
pull it back
same
up.
as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Let's sell. We could sell, and then That's what we gotta do.
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your time?
All right, we're gonna go back to the ship, and then when we get back here, we'll go ahead and get to some of these other areas, because right now we're freaking overstocked. We gotta get our people rested up.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
What up, Felix?
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Going for a stroll around the docking base?
We're gonna get back on the ship and take us. Oh, they got the thing. They got the drawbridge up, bro.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
Either way, let's not stick around so long we all roast alive. No offense, Ms. Elson, I'm sure whatever critical problem needs fixing will get patched in time.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor. Have yourself a pleasant day.
All right, thank you.
Can we talk?
What?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Who is it?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Didn't we already look at that?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you, Captain.
All right, let's get something to drink. That's probably why we can't move. Eat a piece of bread too, bro. Well, we can move again, so we'll just make it to one of these new places since we can't save for some reason. We can't save right here. Distress signal. Hunt and kill the man. Talk to Dr. Wanda. Locate the security terminal on the groundbreaker. Let's see.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew ship, the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
Where, bro?
Wow, you got that?
There it is. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that Scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Oh, we're going the wrong way, bro. Let's see what says load.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
All right. Let's go and see if we can find a spot, man.
Rizzo knock you out bar. A CCS.
The Lost Hope. Who's in here?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has lost the league and thrown this pivotal...
Hey. Oh, you're sick.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or argument with this, become lost.
You ain't never lied, bro.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
All right, let's see. Let me see what you got. You probably got some good stuff in here. Let's see. You ain't got nothing. See what kind of weapons you got, though. Weapon parts. Fun. We got all this stuff already. Tactical shotgun.
Even the air costs money here.
Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Thank you, stranger. You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days.
Oh.
Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Yep.
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Exactly, yeah.
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Keep your pants on.
I will. I will preserve my dignity. No one can take that away from me.
Shit, close the door back on you. Because you're playing too much. Yeah, it's nasty.
Here we go! Don't mess with us!
The hell is these? How do they got like caterpillar things up here? Nobody came up here to kill them. We'll exterminate everything though. It's not a problem. Okay, that's by the bathroom. Cool. Let's go.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time.
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
Hopefully they don't leave nothing in here. Okay, that's the bar we've been through here. Been through that kitchen. Let's see. What kind of helmet do we got here? We got a 29. It's a 20, bro. Give me that. 14 armor. 18 on me. See your boy changing up the fit a little bit. Okay, so we found a little bit. But we already been that way. I think we got to go downstairs or something.
Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do. Great work.
Down and go!
All these damn little creatures in here. Need all this ammo. Give me that. Whoa. You see this thing? We got a freaking heavy machine gun. That thing ain't playing with them.
I was wondering what. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's Hawk go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Provided we don't care what you do. This is exactly where we just came from. We'll have to go back in there and deal with that later. Let's go to this, let's go find this chick. Sublight.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
CMP near maple syrup.
You seem down.
Board patrol nicked a friend of mine. Accused her of piracy.
Shit. She actually do it?
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra fry them in their own juices. Terra frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Legally? No. The terra frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat. Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
All right, that's it.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
All right.
Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
She probably got a bunch of food. What is this? I need that, all of it. Armory, we don't need that.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
That was cool. Cleroy Jenkins.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you wanted to talk.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
No need to be... Alright, nudge to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
You know, I'm here for you.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Damn.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Got it. I'll take care of that right now.
Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
I'll get you those parts from the back bays.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
That save? Hopefully it save. Let's see. Yes, finally. Okay. So if that's saved, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a break here. When we get back, we'll go ahead and finish out this part of the mission. So if you guys did like this content, please hit the like, subscribe, share the video. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.